In today's world, with countless financial problems like inflation, increasing taxes, and expensive housing, you have to wonder, is passion worth it? Is it not better to just work towards a high paying job and sacrifice all your dreams and hobbies along the way? I am sure if you're trying to pursue a creative career like art, you must have thought about this. Throughout our lives, we follow a list of goals to reach: get good grades, get into a good high school, pass entrance exams for a reputed college, then get a job, make a family, and die. But a big stage in this progression is deciding what you want to do in life. Any teenager wishing to follow their passion and decide on their career will go through a tough time. You're not confident in yourself, you're scared of the future, and all the outside noise from random people is not helping. So really, the easy choice over here is to go for a safe path that is already set for you, rather than taking on a unique path. This dilemma is exactly what Blue Period, the anime and manga, deals with. Yaguchi, in his second year of high school, is following this exact path. He is a straight-A student who is fully ready to essentially pick up any career in his college. His options are a normal office job or a business worker, not because he is particularly interested in these fields, but because that's about as far as he has thought of life. He gets good grades, but that boils down to him just putting some more effort into his studies than others. He goes on night outs with his friends, trying to socialize and believe he is having fun, but ultimately every night ends with a blue tainted early morning Shibuya and them throwing up. He passes out in art class as it has nothing to do with his grades. In many ways, Yaguchi is an exact result of modern society, a high schooler solely driven by reaching those goals of life that when he tries to look beyond that, he has no idea why is he doing what he is. Yaguchi is living a life without any passion. One day he stumbles upon a painting in the art class, and no, this didn't inspire him to change his life and start drawing in any way, but he simply admires it and feels it very closely. He wonders who drew this beautiful art and why is one girl green? Is she a spirit? Soon his thoughts are interrupted by the art class and he comes back to his senses. Pursuing an art career is a big money and time waste, as the future it gives is unstable at best. As he leaves the class confident in his mentality, he is stopped by the art teacher. She tells him how he cares too much about appeasing the people around him, that his social standing doesn't matter in the bigger picture. She ends by asking him to paint the scenery he wants to tell everyone about, as art is a language without words. He doesn't let those words get to him as he goes on to watch a football match with his friends. But for some reason, those words have not left his head. He's constantly thinking about it even as he watches the match. Right now, why am I shouting and cheering for someone else's success? Why does this affect me? Whose feelings are these? These aren't my feelings. Yaguchi has lived his life without ever expressing or doing what he feels, but does what people want him to do. He has not lived his life. As once again he starts his day at that early morning blue tainted Shibuya, he bumps into the girl who painted that beautiful painting and they discuss briefly how she paints and how good she is, but then suddenly Yaguchi asks her about Shibuya, how the city looks blue to him in the early morning. The girl can't relate with him, but she tells him just one sentence: if it looks blue to you, then anything can be blue, whether it's an apple or a rabbit. This gives Yaguchi the first push he needed to paint the scenery he wants everyone to see. That sleepy atmosphere, the faintly blinding glow, the quiet land, that feeling of starting a new day, and that blue world. The world that only Yaguchi sees. No one else looks at Shibuya in this way. The scenery only exists in his head, and he wants to express that to everyone through art. He starts by painting the entire portrait blue and proceeds to draw the buildings in that blue. Doing this, he starts to enjoy art and he wonders why didn't he start drawing sooner. This is the first time in his life that he truly communicates how he feels. His painting is hung up in school and people look and admire it in the same way that he admired that angel painting. Yaguchi found his passion, and probably my favorite moment in the entire series is when Yaguchi says it is scary to declare you like something. Cause yes, it kinda is. It builds a weird sense of pressure on you that if you really like it, then you're almost obliged to be good at it. You should know everything about it and you should practice it every day. At first glance, it doesn't seem like an important line, but think about it. When you say, for example, you like making music, people automatically assume you must be good at it. Yaguchi takes the challenge and applies for an art college. Yes, a hardworking student who followed the path to perfection is deviating from it. He's risking everything to do something he actually likes. Obviously, he still thinks about the future he is risking. He thinks, is drawing as a hobby not enough? Does he really need to take it as seriously as to make it his profession? Will he ever even get good enough to make money doing art? Is it better to just take the safe path? He asks the art teacher this exact question, and she gives him, and I feel like everyone trying to pursue a career in their passion, an answer they needed the most. Kids who can't work hard are those that don't have any passion. When hard workers get to do something they love, they are unstoppable. Yaguchi finalizes his decision and joins the art club to train for the Tokyo University of Arts entrance exams. His heart's pumping like crazy. He has never felt so alive in his life. It's as if his heart just started moving. His life so far was a blank white canvas, and only now is he starting to color it. The next hurdle in his pursuit is convincing his mom, which leads to another very inspiring moment. Yaguchi's mom is fully against his decision. She spent a majority of her life raising and making him capable of living a good life, and possibly throwing it all away is just not gonna happen. She asks Yaguchi why he wants to do this, upon which he is shell-shocked. He can't come up with an answer. No words are enough to describe his passion for art, so he uses art as a language. He draws his mom while cooking, and by doing that he realizes minor details and expresses them to his mom. Your hands were rough because of cleaning dishes. You have put on some muscle on your arm from lifting heavy groceries every day. You eat the worst part of the meat every time so your husband and son can eat well. How all you ever think of is the well-being of our family. I would never have realized any of these if I hadn't started drawing. So I am sorry. I am sorry for being a terrible son, but still, I want to do this. She cries and cries, but ultimately supports him in his journey. She wants Yaguchi to rely on her, because all that a parent wants is to see their children happy. All of this is only the beginning part, by the way. I didn't talk about anything from the later chapters because I really want you all to read or watch the series. It gives you an entirely different view on passion and its worth. Blue Period depicts a topic that is beautiful but equally horrifying. It's scary to declare you love something and then devote yourself to that, but to end up still not being great at it is depressing. Comparing yourself to others better than you and then realizing your ability pales in comparison is heartbreaking. You feel like your efforts aren't worth it. You feel like you made a mistake. And that is the scariest thing you can experience in your life when you only have yourself to blame. Blue Period made me feel all this, but it also taught me that that doesn't matter. What matters is your personal enjoyment. Do you like what you make? What matters is what you value in life, and that other people can feel and respect that. This modern society is so driven by higher grades in education that you are made to feel bad for just pursuing what you love, that you are betraying people by following your dream. This is the stupid narrative that Blue Period encounters in an incredibly touching manner. Yaguchi, a literal product of this society, changed his worldview and went on to pursue what he loves. So, what are you? If you really want to do something, then go for it. Don't give a flying fuck about the world, about what relatives are gonna say, or how this person will judge you. Cause they are not even a fraction of your life. But you and how you feel about yourself is going to stay with you till your deathbed. So yeah, be free, follow your passion, and don't feel like an outcast. It's only natural for people to invest their lives in things they love. At the end of your life, what truly matters is if you are happy. So yes, passion is absolutely worth it.